Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your English class. Today, again, we will be revising about the Golden Goose. The aim of our lesson today is to learn how to identify the beginning, middle, and end of a story. By the end of this class, you should be able to identify the beginning, middle, and end in any story. If you remember in your last class, I told you that the beginning of a story is the part of the story that introduces the settings and the characters. Now, in the Golden Goose, we find that the setting is in a village and the characters are the old woman and her two daughters. In mostly all stories, you will find that the setting and the characters are always introduced in the first paragraph of the lesson. So this clearly helps us to find the beginning of the lesson. Next, we have our middle. The middle of the lesson is the part of the story in which all the action happens and the characters change. Over here, we find that the Golden Goose arrives at the house of the old lady and her two daughters. She sees that the old woman and her daughters are very poor and are living in miserable conditions. She decides to help them. She gives them a golden feather every day. Slowly, their conditions change and they start becoming rich. As they grow richer, we find that they change and become very greedy. So we see that in the middle of the story, the action happens and the characters change and become greedy. The end of the lesson is the part of the story that tells us how the characters have changed after the action has happened. Over here, we find that the Golden Goose has already given her feathers. The old woman has become greedy. They decide to catch the goose and pluck out all her golden feathers. Once they do that, the golden feathers turn into white. The old woman and her daughters realize their mistake. They realize the folly of being too greedy. They are very, very sad, but it is too late. So over here, we find a change in the characters after the action has happened. I hope you all have understood what the beginning, middle, and end of a story means. Now, for your homework, I would like you to do S2, which is on page 12, and also PQ question number 4 and 5, that is on page 16. That's all for today. I'll see you soon in your next class. Have a good day. Bye-bye.